Needs to cut about $1 million to balance next year's budget.
Now, several ideas are being proposed to City Council, but one in particular not sitting well with some people. Closing restrooms in a few parks could save a big chunk of change. KRDO News Channel 13's Michelle San Miguel has more on the budget troubles in Pueblo.
If the city closed the bathrooms in 5 neighborhood parks, including this one on Elizabeth Street, it would save an estimated $55,000.
To me, as far as cutting costs, you would think that they wouldn't cut the most basic needs first.
To me, the reduction or the closing of the bathrooms is probably worst case scenario.
Closing restrooms to save money isn't new in Pueblo. These bathrooms on the Riverwalk usually open in the spring, but this year, well, there just wasn't enough money. That was bad news for Rainey Edwards last week when her elderly father had to go.
So we had to quickly run him to the other bathroom by the sushi place, and it was, thank goodness, open. But it had been closed, I believe, a couple of weeks before that.
All this talk of toilets came from the city's parks director. It was his suggestion on how to deal with an estimated $250,000 deficit in the parks department. But council says, don't worry, they'll figure it out.
I think it's getting more and more difficult for them to try to figure out where can they really cut.
If you have to go, well, you still can for now.
They have to look at what is necessary and what is just a luxury. I don't think a bathroom is, well, I guess it could be considered a luxury, but it is probably a most basic need we have.
In Pueblo, Michelle San Miguel, KRDO, News Channel 13.
Thank you, Michelle. And council needs to balance its budget by November. Council President Sandy Daff and Councilman Steve Naraki say that laying people off is not an option.
The El Paso